What's up, skeet junks? Here's it. That's why Fender are so great. Jimi Hendrix sounded awesome. So what is going on? That's my phone charger. It has nothing to do with the circuitry other than the general electrics in this room. It's not connected to the guitar line at all. Although I'm touching on my foot, so I'm probably connecting it to the guitar. It's my Mexican Strat. The guys at Fender are great, and this is why Fenders are so notably wonderful. Why do you buy these stuff? Yeah, it's a good question. I always wanted my Deluxe, my American Deluxe. It's a small little, the American Deluxe. They're like ants' teeth. You don't get them. These suddenly became really affordable in the world. Johnny Greenwood kind of amp. Nobody knew about it. I bought 2 of them. Less than €300. And I'm going to teach you a hack. I love this amp because when I use an amp, I always use shitty Fender amps my entire life. Always just use crappy Fender. As it was Samick goes over there. I only ever use channel 1. Channel 2 is has tasty stuff and distortions. And Fender distortion is woeful. Always has been. On amps, anyway. I don't know if there's a notable. Yngwie Malmsteen made a nice Fender overdrive, and Yngwie's the man. But I'd never use all of this, so I waste money buying all this. Only use this. So it's good. But this amp you can use both of them, all of them at the same time. And this is a little wrecking your head there with the white noise. It's not supposed to be about that. Again, the guys at Fender have been great. The guys at Fender have just been wonderful. Thanks for the socks. Compared to like the skateboarding world, Andy Anderson, 22 years, he's 27 years now, playing guitar, and he has his own shoes, his own socks, his own trousers, his own Swatch watch. The guys at Fender have been great over the years. I recommend don't go Fender. That's why I bought preamps and loads of this stuff. To make my crappy Fender work. Get a PV Bandit. PV Bandit is a great beginner guitar because it'll do you from beginner to professional. It's big and loud. But that's what else I want to talk about. I think it's solid state. It has a transistor or something cool going on inside it. This is where I get my tube sound from. I put a compressor at the very end. This guy at the very end of my chain. It's like a final stage. It's kind of got a preamp and a compressor in it. And I just love this pedal so much all my life. I always wanted it. And it wasn't working as well as the little Chinese guy that I bought. But anyway, where was I going on to? Yes, this is a hack for crappy solid state amp users. Solid state means there's no tubes in the back of the amp. So I've got tubes in those 2 there. And I'm going to tell you a cool hack just while I'm on the topic. You can buy really, really cool. Remember saying buying a PV Bandit? You can buy really awesome preamps. Amazing. And they're even getting smaller and squashed. And these are amazing, expensive amps that you'd buy for $5,000. But you can buy them in these little preamps. And you can kind of put a preamp maybe in the chain or somewhere. But you can actually put in the back of your loop pedal, like in the back of the amp after these channels, you can put a preamp. That's a little preamp there, but it's for computers and stuff. And that's a kind of DI box. And these are things that kind of... Yeah, but anyway, you can buy any one of these I can't remember their names. Some Carlines and amazing amps. And just stick it in the back of your... They come with tubes in them, like these little pedals with tubes like this one. And you can stick it in the loop pedal of your amp and modify. Because they're going to send it this channel and this channel. You can put another channel in the loop in the chain. It kind of looks like this thing. And it'll have tubes or valves in it. And you can modify your amp to make it PV super. But not a bandit but you can technically modify any crappy solid state amp to turn it into a tube amp. By just buying a tube amplifier or an preamp with a tube in it or something. And you can just turn your amp into a tube amp. And you don't have to worry about all that back in the amp stuff because it's just there. And you can just rip it out if it's not working. But anyway, there's ways of dealing with solid state amps. These old These are the first solid state amps. Luckily these, that's why I kind of thought they were cool. Gently hoover in here a bit. It's very good to keep the diaphragm. Unless you want that woolly mammoth sound, you know. Very gently. My little nephew was over and he poked it right in the centre. I was like, is that okay? He's like, of course it's okay, my little man. I love you so much. Of course. But it's like, I gently got like masking tape and wrapped it around my finger and just kind of popped it back out. Yeah, we're fine. But yeah, I haven't even got onto my hack. Okay, so this is the hack to make any crappy Fender, because crappy Fender frontmans, other frontmans, loads of cheap amps, to make a nice solid state amp sound good. So the distortions on these again suck. So you get your solid state amp and you start going like this. Turn everything down. Am I down? Oh, I'm down, yeah. And start wiggling. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. All the way up. Turn everything down. See the channel's getting louder. And you let that roar. And you'll actually feel all the diodes. Just like the tubes will get really hot. You feel all the diodes getting warm. I can feel this getting warm here. But you never do this on a crappy Fender amp. You always kind of just leave it around here. Well, I always did anyway. Around 1. And like even Billy Armstrong. Is it Billy Armstrong? Green Day? It's like, just want a crappy Fender amp, just around set volume 1. That's the thing, like just playing with your crappy Fender amp on the lowest volume in your bedroom. And there's a lot of sounds made that way on a little practice amp. But anyway, you never really turn it up. So turn everything down, buffers on, everything turned on, bottom down. And it's like in sewage when you pump all the water through electronics. You pump all the water through the sewage and you clear out all the dust and stuff. You want to be gentle with it, so like whoosh, whoosh. It's getting hot there. And again, this is a solid state amp. And then when you do that, just bring it back down and bring it back to like under 1. And it sounds so classy. The heck was that? What the fuck? Sorry. Classy. Thanks. The guys at Fender are great. It sounds so classy because usually it's all crackly down there. It sounds so classy. I have the privilege of doing this twice. And check out my settings there, Mick Thompson, if you want. I'm at 88 here above and 88 here just below. No mids. Mid suck. Mid boost. Ew. Mid cut. Yes. That's on, isn't it? Yeah, mid cut. Me and Mick Thompson know what's going on. Just got this post EQ session thing there. If you're ever doing these kind of things, right, I'm not going to go. I've already have a video about this and setting these kind of things up and doing it properly. With like true sound and getting it true. But you always just want to find a sound that breathes. Just like twist the dial until the point that it breathes. So it's not nasally or undertoned. Find the points. And just don't even look at the knob. There's a lot of that in studio work, blind work. You just don't look at the knob and you just twist it. They're supposed to actually balance. That's why you can tilt it and twist it. Shit, so I actually had them like that too. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I have to roast this one as well. I call it roasting the diodes. Roasting the diodes. There's nothing in the back at the moment actually, that's just it. I used to have the looper in the back, my little Chinese looper. Amazon kind of looper. I've given up on the back of the amp because it's just more stress, isn't just no more fucking butter. 2 more cables or something. There we go, roasting it. You can already feel that heating up there. It's getting really hot. Because you never turn them up. It's like you buy these amps and the electronics kind of go stale inside. That's what I'm saying. Like the speaker might go up, but like you buy these kind of little cheap amps and oh yeah, it's getting toasty. Just in my little hack for solid state amps. Turn them right up there and turn this down now to my preferred volume. This is kind of like my mid section. That's what I use for mids, although there's no fucking mids in it. It's a bit more midsy. Yeah, that's one of my secrets to my secret solid state sound. Solid state are great because they don't mess up so bad. You can stick them on a stage and they don't get too moistures and stuff, and Because the moisture. My God, it has turned autumn, and the moisture in this room has just made everything absolutely crazy. Shit. Nice and classy. Yeah, Mick Thompson is the same, I'm pretty sure, actually. 88, man. Thompson's great. Yngwie Malmsteen's great. John Frusciante's great. I'm drunk. Oh, sláinte. Anyway, hippies. That's my fortune there. I'm building a tower to the sky. They're all worth like 20 cents, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna build a tower to the sky. Yeah. Sláinte, go. Hippies out. Yep.